हरिः ओं श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। अभ्रमं भङ्गरहितम् अजडं विमलं सदा आनन्दतीर्थमतलं भजेतापत्रयापहं मिथ्यासिद्धान्तदुद्ध्वान्तविध्वंसनशिक्षणः जयतीर्थाकथयन्भासतां नो हृदम्बरे अत्तिकल्पितकल्पोऽयं प्रत्यत्यकेसरी व्यासतीर्थगुरुभूयात् अस्मदिष्टात् सिद्धये तपोविद्याविरक्त्यादि सद्भोगाकराणं वादिराजगुरुनन्दे हिग्रीपदाश्रयान् पूज्याय राघवेन्द्राय सिद्धर्मरताय च भजतां कल्पवृक्षाय नमतां कामधेनवे दुर्वादिध्वान्तरवये वैष्णवेन्दीवरेन्दवे श्रीराघवेन्द्रगुरवे नमो अत्यन्तयाळवे आपादमणिपर्यन्तं गुरूणामाप्तिं स्मरेत् तेन विघ्नाः प्रणश्यन्ति सिद्ध्यन्ति मनोरथाः। हरिः ओं श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. We are doing Vishnu Sahasranama, Devata Chandas and start. अस्य श्री विष्णु दिव्य सहस्रनाम स्तोत्र महामंत्रस्य श्री वेदव्यासो भगवान ऋषि अनुष्टुप् छन्दः श्री महाविष्णु परमात्मा श्रीमन्नारायणो देवता श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण प्रसाद सिद्ध्यते जपे विनियोग ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम विश्वाय नमः। ओम विश्वं विष्णुर्वषट्कारो भूतभव्य भवत्प्रभुः भूतबुद्भावो भूतात्मा भूतभावनः भूतात्मा परमात्मा च मुक्तानां परमागतिः. Like this it goes, and then we come to संवत्सरो व्याळः प्रत्यय सर्वदर्शनः अज सर्वेश्वर सिद्धः सिद्धिः सर्वादिरचितः उषाकप्रमेयात्मा सर्वयोग विनिश्चितः वसुमनः सत्यः समात्मा संमितः समः विसा समात्मा विसा संमितः. There samatma asammitah is another way we can look at it, though prasiddhi is sammitah. Asammitah is also Paramatma's name only. So asammitah, also we saw the meanings, how asammita can be a thing that can represent Paramatma's nama rupa guna kriya anusandhana, name and a form and guna and a kriya. So for Sammita, what rupa can we think of? Sammita, Samyak Mita, Samyak Nyayate. So we can, for this rupa, any rupa that we can, like, one of the Vyafriti rupas, 24 rupas, Keshava, Narayana, Madhava, all these rupas, they are proper understanding of Paramatma's Swarupa. Whichever rupa is convenient for you, that rupa can be thought about. And after that, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Kriya. In this, the Guna that we think about for Sammita, Samyak, Nyayate, Samyak, Mita. Mita is Neya. Paramatma, he is known to the best of our capability. So that is important. So that is what we can think about it. And Samaha is very, very kind of a popular and well-known meaning. A lot of people have a good understanding of this word, Samaha. Paramatma is Samana. He treats everybody equally. He does not have any partiality. So the way Sama can be thought about is this Adhisthana Vaichitre api swasya sarvata ekarupatvat. Ekarupyat or ekarupatvat Samaha. Though in different adhishtanas are all different types of adhisthana. No matter what adhisthana is, adhisthana means basically the holding place. Doesn't matter where Paramatma is. But even if he is present in an ant, in an elephant, the ant, hey, has very little power. So Paramatma in ant, he has very little power means no. He has infinite power. But an ant does not have infinite power. How? Means Paramatma knows the capability of the ant, how much it should have. So, though he has infinite power, the Paramatma Rupa in ant gives the ant only the ant's strength. That is the greatness of Paramatma. Tattad Vastu, in appropriate places, he stays there and gives whatever is appropriate for that Vastu or for that Jiva. Paramatma gives only that much. He does not give more or less, exact amount. That's why he's Sama. Sama means one who is impartial. Whatever is its capability, that's much only Paramatma gives. That's why he's Sama. And here Gita Sloka, we will be reminded of that whenever you talk of Sama, the Gita Sloka comes to our mind. Vidya Vinay Sampanne Pandite Gavihastini Swapake Sunicaiva Swapake cha Panditaha Samadashinaha. Panditas, Jnanis are Samadashis. They see Paramatma. See, that's why this is very, very important sloka, because a lot of people misunderstand, oh, you treat everybody equally. Does not mean you treat a dog eater, and a elephant and a great jnani, everybody is not treated the same way. But Paramatma Rupa in them is the same Paramatma Rupa. Same Paramatma is residing in all of them. So this Paramatma Rupas, there is no difference. So that is a very important concept to differentiate between Adhisthana and Paramatma Rupas. Adhisthana can be various Vaichitriya, different Adhishtanas, but Paramatma Rupa is identical in all those Adhishtanas. So that's something that we have to remember. Sarvatra Sarvarupeshu Samatvat Samaha. That's the Paramatma Samatva. And there you say Sa Swarge Sa Bhumau Sa Narake Sa Andhe Tamasi Api. Pravrutti, how it is प्रवृत्तिकृत एक एव अनुविष्टः न असौ दुःखभागी ईश्वरः प्रभुत्वात्. So this one in Brahma Sutra Bhashya, Pautrayana Shruti, Acharya quotes and he says, whether Paramatma is in Swarga or Bhumi or Naraka or Anantamasu, because Paramatma is all pervading. So is Paramatma there in Anantamas? Of course, Anantamas can exist. Nothing exists without Paramatma. He is there in Anantamas also. But okay, he doesn't, nobody tortures him, he doesn't go to the torture. But looking at the people who are undergoing torture, will Paramatma feel that, oh, so much painful? So that dukkha bhagitva, that means partaking in the sorrow. Does it happen to Paramatma? Means no. He never becomes a dukkha bhagi. That means he never feels, because he is Ananda Swarupa, Nitya Ananda Swarupa, Jnanananda Swarupa. So such Paramatma, even though he is present in front of, he's seeing in front of him, because he is Antaryami. He as Antaryami gives Sukha, Dukha. The feelings are given by Paramatma by being the Antaryami. So as Antaryamittvena, he's present there, he's present everywhere, but he's unaffected, untainted, not at all afflicted by any ups and downs, evil, sorrow, happiness, nothing affects him. In that way, his does not mean he does not have jnana ananda nirgunatva. No, he's not a nirgunatva, but nirliptatva, nirlepa. He is unaffected by that, but he is completely, all the gunas are there in Paramatma. And there it says Atmava idameka eva agra asi na anyat kinchana mishit. So Paramatma, he is present at the very beginning of the creation. Afterwards, so many things are created. Paramatma enters everything and he is pervading everything, and he gives the capability for everything, but he is impartial. He does not differentiate anything. That's the Paramatma. So, and more than impartiality is another samatva that we'll talk about next. But here, his rupas, his capabilities, his his own forms, they all sama. They are all infinite. They all are representative of infinity. So that is samatva. So samarupatva is samatva. That is samaha. And another samaha is impartiality. Vaishamya is not. Vaishamya means absence of samatva. See, a double negative. He is sama. Vishama basically same as Visama. Sama, Vishama are absence of Samatva, and Vaishamya are same. Vaishamya means absence of Samatva. What is Samatva? Equal, treating everyone. So he is equal. All his forms are equal. And he treats everybody equally. Oh, wait a minute. He doesn't, some are rich, some are poor, some are suffering, some are enjoying. How can you say Paramatma treats everybody equally? Samatva. How can you justify the Samatva? That he is impartial, treats everybody same way. He is not treating everybody same way. No, one good example for that is, suppose a teacher conducts an exam, or a competition, and people are put in a race, everybody runs the race. Somebody gets first, somebody second, somebody third, whatever different. The teacher what today, you get a first prize, you get a second prize, you get a third prize, and somebody who way last, doesn't get much prize or whatever. So he gives, or just a participation prize or whatever. So different people are treated, and you say, oh, look, the teacher is very partial. He is giving a first prize to somebody and third prize to somebody. He's treating them all differently. He's very partial. Nobody says that. Oh, he's very impartial. Whereas suppose he gives first prize to everybody, irrespective of whatever they are. In the last person also he gives first prize. Then he said, what a weird teacher. He's giving first prize to everybody. Whoever became first is first, and whoever lost also is first. This teacher is not right at all. So where there is a Vaishamya or Viparitya or inequality, there the inequality has to be maintained. Wherever there is equality, the equality has to be maintained. That means appropriateness is the real samatva, not the absolute equality. So Paramatma, that's why he is sama. That means for him, oh, Name Bhakta Pranishati, he is so partial to his bhaktas, means because they're bhaktas, they are coming to Paramatma, they have to get the result appropriate for their bhakti. So, as per their sadhana, he gives the result. So, bhakti they are showing, they have to get the phala for that bhakti, the fruits for that they have to get. So, he is giving as per their sadhana, he is giving. So, that way he is never showing partiality. He is impartial, Vaishamya Rahita. So Vaishamya dosha is not there for Paramatma at all. That is another meaning for Sama, and says Shubha Shubha Phaladane Vaishamya Rahitvat. Shubha Shubha Phala. In that, Paramatma does not show any Vaishamya. The absence of Vaishamya is nothing but Samatva. He is so impartial. That's why he says, Etan apekshayeva phalam dadani iti asya eva sankalpa iti swatantrata na asya apagachet. This swatantrata, this independence, he doesn't have to, why should he likes somebody, he's swatantra, nobody can question him, right? So he likes somebody, so even if somebody doesn't do anything, can he give that phala for him? Means no. For him, though he's swatantra, he does not misuse that swatantra. Oh, I'm independent. Nobody can question me. I'll do whatever I want. Yes, Paramatma can do whatever he wants. But what he wants is samatva. Whatever he wants, he can do. But he wants samatva. That's why he does that everything as per the rules of samatva, not because he has to obey the rules, but because he wants to obey the rules. That he put the rules for himself and he obeys the rules himself. Though he is swatantra, though he is independent, that's the greatness of Paramatma. And desha kalau gunaschaiva bhakyadikam apekshatu योग्यतां च तथा कर्म सम इत्यभिधीयते. In Bhagavad Tatpara Nirnaya, Acharya mentions in one place, Desha, Kala, Guna. As per the Desha, as per the Kala, as per the Guna, gunas of the people, gunas of the circumstances around it, gunas of the nature, gunas of the place, Paramatma gives results as per that. So it says, Bhaktyadikam apekshatu. Bhakti is more, Pala is more. So everything, Adikam, etc. So Paramatma sees all the parameters and gives every result based upon all the parameters. He does not miss a single parameter. All the parameters are taken into account, and as per the parameters, Paramatma gives the results. That is the Samatva. So Samaphalatva. Appropriate phalatva is Samaphalatva. That's exactly what Paramatma does. And Swabhavatha Priyatvattu Sadadeva Priyo Harihi Apriyascha Asuranam tu Swabhavattu Ubhayam Nunam Deshakalau Gunaschaiva Bhatyadin Apekshya tu Yogyatam cha Tatha Karma Sama Ityabhidhiyate. So this is actually Acharya quotes from Brahmatarka. What is Swamatva is defined here. Samatva is nothing but Swabhavatah Priyatvattu Sadadeva Priyo Harihi. How can you say Deva is Sama when he's Deva Priya? For him, Devatas are very dear, right? So he has partiality to Devatas and he's against Asuras. He fights the Asuras, kills them, destroys them. So he is not Sama. This kind of a doubt people get. So for that, the explanation is given. Apriyascha Asuranam tu Swabhavatu Ubhayam. In both the cases, is as per the Swabhava Paramatma behaving. Paramatma is doing because this is dependent upon the Swabhava. That's why even in Asura Jati, as Daitya Kula, Prahalada was born, when he is so devoted and bhakta for Paramatma, he did the great uddhara of Prahalada. Same way, Bali Chakravarti, as a grandson of Prahalada, when he came, Bali Chakravarti also became, like Paramatma does a great favor to Bali Chakravarti also. So he does not say, oh, which kula, where he is born. So it is not, oh, all the devatas, of course, devatas are without exception, they're all good. But Daityas, there are some who are born as Daityas in Daitya Kula, but they are, good, Paramatma protects them. So he is not going by just Janma or blind attachment or blind thing. He does everything as per the rule. That Samatva. So he says, how many? Desha, Kala, place, time, guna, qualities, bhakti, devotion, adi, etc. Apekshatu. What are the adi, etc. means? Yogyata, capability, tatha karma, whatever karma they are doing, as per their karma, as per their yogyata, as per their karma. And that is how Paramatma, this is what is Samatva. Sama ityabhidiyate. Following all the parameters is the real Samatva. That's what Paramatma is following. So that's why it says, स्वतः प्रियः अपि देवानाम् उत्पाद्य एव गुणान् इमान् इतरेषां तथा दोषान् सुखदुःखे ददाति अजः उभयं तु मनुष्याणाम् अतः सम ईरितः. He is called Sama because in Devatas they have the eligibility, capability. So Paramatma gives a lot to Devatas. And for evil people, Asuras, they do not have the capability. They are doing a lot of mistakes. So appropriately gives the lot of sorrow to them. But when it comes to Manushya, they are a mixture. There are some good things, some bad acts, all the mixture. So he gives a mixed set of fruits for them. This is the real Samatva. That's why Paramatma is called Sama, because this is the proper Samatva Paramatma is following. That's why it's called Sama. And then he says, न विष्णोः विषमत्वं तु योग्यता अपेक्षया क्वचित् in Skanda Purana. So basically multiple sources, Puranas and Acharyas, Bhashyas from Brahmatarka and other Smritis and Vedic sentences, Upanishads, everything talk about the Samatva Paramatma in different places. And so that Paramatma is always Sama, Sama, Sama. So this is what everything reverberates. Everything says that. And this is why सेवायोग्यत् अतिरेकेण स्वानामपि न दास्यति अपराधातिरेकेण न अन्यस्य अतः समोहरिः. So Mahatmya in Bhavadan, another place it is quoted that so this their seva yogyate should be there, seva ayogyate should not be there. So if there is a seva yogyate, they are fit to serve Paramatma. Paramatma gives them the opportunity, they serve. If they are not fit to serve Paramatma, Paramatma will not give them an opportunity. So as per their seva, which is given as per the yogyata of jivas, Paramatma gives them the opportunity, and then as per that their actions, he gives the result. So that's why aparada atirekena na anyasya samoharihi. So when people do the aparada, he punishes us. No aparada means he gives a good result. This is what the real samatva is. So Hari is sama in all these respects. So this word said, Om Vaishamya Nairgunyena na sa apekshatvatta hi dashyati. Om. The Brahma Sutta said, Paramatma does not have the flaw of Vaishamya and Nairgunya. This is always a lot of times they are brought together. Vaishamya means partiality or showing inequality, being unequal. That is Vaishamya. Nairgunya means Gruna is Karuna. Nairgunya is absence of compassion, being both the doshas, that means absence of samatva and absence of compassion. Both these flaws are not there in Paramatma. He is never Vishama, he is never Nirguna. So these Nairgunya Vaishamya doshas, the flaw, both these flaws are not there with Paramatma. He is always beyond or without these flaws. Sarvadosha, that's why he says Sarvaguna Sampurnaha, Sarvadosha Vivajita. Sarvadosha Vivarjita includes especially these two doshas. Vaishamya and Argunya doshas are two very important doshas, and both the doshas are not there for Paramatma. And then Swabhakta Abhakteshu Tattat Bhavana Anusarena Pravartamanatvat Samaha. So Bhakta Abhakta, according to their nature, Paramatma conducts himself. That's why he's called Sama. So this is the Samatva Paramatma, unquestionable Samatva. And then says Yatha Sufrusu Kartavyam Pitru Shatru Suteshu cha Tatha Karoti Pujadi Samabuddhi Savuchyate. Paramatma Samabuddhi, no, one of the things you can think about is his own progeny. When it is time for them to get out of this world, Paramatma stands inside. Gandhari makes her give the curse. She's only Nimitta Matra. Same way in the Rishis, he stands and gives a curse that the entire clan of the Krishna's thing, the progeny, they'll get kill each other and they get destroyed. Self-destruction will happen among them. They all fight themselves and they kill each other. And Paramatma, he is the instrument behind it. He makes everybody do. He creates the circumstances. Hey, they're all my people. Nothing should happen to them. That kind of attachment is there. When is the time they get out? Period. So no lepa or no attachment to anything. He's beyond attachment. That is the level of samatva Paramatma shows. So and we'll see a couple more. Just so he says, Samoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshosti na priyaha न अस्य भक्तोपि यो द्वेष्यो न च अभक्तोपि यप्रियः किन्तु भक्ति अनुसारेण फलदः अतः समः हरिः from Padma Purana Acharya quotes in Gita Tatparya in all the pranis there is nothing is dear to me, nothing is, I hate nothing, I have a blind attachment for nothing, no blind affinity, no blind hatred, I do as per what they deserve. That's all Paramatma says. And he says न अस्य भक्तः अपि यो द्वेष्यः न च अभक्तः अपि यः प्रियः. Bhakta is never hated by Paramatma. Abhakta, he never becomes a dear for Paramatma. Bhakta is Priya, Abhakta is Apriya. Bhakta is never Apriya, Abhakta is never Priya. That is the real Samatva. So he treats the way one has to be treated, appropriate treatment. That's how Paramatma does it. So that's why he's called Sama. And there are other meanings that Sama has. So we'll cover the other meanings in next class. Hare Srinivasa. Any questions are there? You can feel free to ask. Hare Srinivasa.
ಹರೇ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ ರೀ, ಹಿಂದಿನ ಪೇಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ 255 ಅದಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ
ಹಾ.
ಕೊನೆಯದ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಆತ್ಮ ಇದಮೇಕ ಏವಾಗ್ರ ಆಸೀನಂತ ಅದಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು?
ಓಕೆ,
ನಾಲ್ಕನೇದು
ಆತ್ಮವ ಇದಮೇಕ, ಅದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ನೀವು ಹೇಳೋದು. ಅದು ಅರ್ಥ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಆತ್ಮ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ, ಆತ್ಮ ವಾ ಇದಂ ಏಕ ಏವ ಅಗ್ರ ಆಸೀತ್ ನ ಅನ್ಯತ್ ಕಿಂಚನ ಮಿಷತ್. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಆದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಟ್ ದ ವೆರಿ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಆದ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಇದ್ದ. ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಅಲೋನ್ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರೂ ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ನ ಅನ್ಯತ್ ಕಿಂಚನ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅದೇನಂದ್ರೆ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯವನ್ನು, ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಸರ್ವಕರ್ತೃತ್ವವನ್ನು, ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ನಿತ್ಯತ್ವವನ್ನು, ಅನ್ಯ ಯಾವುದು ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರವನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಹೇಳೋದು. ದಿಸ್ ಡೆಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮಾಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್, ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ, that is independence, and Paramatma alone, he was there at the beginning, no one else created the Paramatma. So here it says na anyat kinchana, and then at the end it says mishat. Mishat means for his existence, for his samatva, everything has to be, so everything as a mishat, as a adhishtana, everything is, so many adhishtanas are there. Before the creation no adhishtana was there, ಯಾವ ಅಧಿಷ್ಠಾನವೂ ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಇದ್ದ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ವೆನ್ ಹಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ದ ಜೀವಾಸ್, ವೆನ್ ಹಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ದ ಅಧಿಷ್ಠಾನಾಸ್, ಹಿ ಎಂಟರ್ಡ್ ತತ್ಸೃಷ್ಟ ತದೇವಾನುಪ್ರಾವಿಶತು ವಿಷೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ದ ಜಡಾಸ್, he created the chetanas, and he entered all of them, and he was equal in all of them. So his equal existence in all the things, though at the very beginning of the creation nothing was there, that means there is nothing for him to be partial about. Everything that he creates, he enters them, gives them. ಅವರವರಿಗೆ ಅವರವರ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನುಸಾರ ಯೋಗ್ಯತಾನುಸಾರ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಆದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರೂ ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೇಳೋದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆತ್ಮ ಅಂದರೆ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ. ವಾ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಏವ, ಇದಂ ಏಕ, ಇದಂ ದಿಸ್ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ, ಏಕ ಪ್ರಧಾನತಃ, ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರತಃ, ಏಕ ಏವ, ಹಿ ಅಲ್ಲೋನ್. ಅಗ್ರ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ವೆರಿ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್, ಆಸೀತ್ ಇದ್ದ, ಅವನೊಬ್ಬನೇ ಇದ್ದ, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರೂ ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮಿಷತ್, different from him, nothing else was there. Then he created all of them, and he became a he used them all as adhishtana. He pervaded everything, and he is equally treating all of them. Equally means ಆಸ್ ಅಪ್ರಾಪ್ರಿಯೇಟ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ.
ಹ್ಮ್. ಈಗ ಪ್ರಳಯ ಕಾಲದೊಳಗ ಯಾರು ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಇದ್ನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀದೇವಿ ಇದ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲೇ.
ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ದೇವಿ ನಿತ್ಯ ಮುಕ್ತಳಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಯಾರು ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಮುಕ್ತ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರವಾಗಿ ಯಾರಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು. ಎರಡನೇದು ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಕೂಡ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಸಮನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿಗೂ ಆ ಸಮ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಸಮಹ ಆದರೆ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಸಮನ. ಸಮನ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸಮ ಅಂಡ್ ನಾ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಸಮ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಶಿ ಸಮ ಇನ್ ದೇಶ ಕಾಲ ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಿ. ಆಫ್ ದ ಮೂರು ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಿಗಳು, ದೇಶ ಕಾಲ ಗುಣ ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ದೇಶತಃ ಕಾಲತಃ ಸಮ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಪ್ರಳಯ ಕಾಲವು ಒಂದು ಕಾಲ. ಆವಾಗಲೂ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ರೂಪಕ್ಕೂ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಒಂದು ರೂಪ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ರೂಪ ಆಫ್ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ರೂಪ ಆಫ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಎವ್ರಿ ರೂಪ ಒನ್ ರೂಪ ಆಫ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರಳಯ ಕಾಲ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಶ್ರೀ ಭೂ ದುರ್ಗ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೀ ರೂಪ ಇಸ್ ಜಲ, ಭೂರೂಪ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ವಟಪತ್ರ, ಅಂಡ್ ದುರ್ಗಾ ರೂಪ ಇಸ್ ದ ಅಂಧಕಾರ. ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ನಿತ್ಯ ಮುಕ್ತ ಅಂಡ್ ನಿತ್ಯ ಅವಿಯೋಗಿನಿ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಒಬ್ಬಳಿದ್ದರು, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರೂ ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮಿಷತ್ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಅಧಿಷ್ಠಾನವಾಗಿ ಅವನು ಯಾರನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೋ ಅವರ ಯಾರು ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೂ ಎವರ್ ಆರ್ ಸಂಸಾರ ಬದ್ಧ ಜೀವಾಸ್, ನೋ ಸಂಸಾರ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇವನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಮುಕ್ತ ಜೀವಾಸ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾಂಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳುವ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಅದು.
ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರವಾಗಿ ಯಾರು ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ,
ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರವಾಗಿ ಯಾರು ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರವಾಗಿ ಯಾರು ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ದೇಶ ಕಾಲ ಇತ್ತು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ವಾದ್ಯ, ದೇಶ ಇತ್ತು, ಅವ್ಯಾಕೃತ ಆಕಾಶ ಇತ್ತು, ಮೂಲ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ಇದೆ, ಕಾಲ ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಇದೆ. ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀನಾರಾಯಣರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಮೂಲ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ಪ್ರೈಮಾರ್ಡಿಯಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಅದರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವಾಸ್, ದೇಶ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಕಾಲ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಬಟ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ. ಏಕದ ಸೊ ಏಕ ಶಬ್ದ ಟಾಕ್ಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ. ಏಕ, ಹಿ ಅಲೋನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹಿ ಅಲೋನ್ ಆಸ್ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ, ಅವನೊಬ್ಬನೇ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರನಾಗಿ ಇದ್ದ. ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು, ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಇದ್ದರೂ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರಳಲ್ಲ, ದೇಶ ಕಾಲಗಳಿದ್ದವು ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ. ದೋ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ದೇಶ ಕಾಲ ವರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್, ದೇ ವರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್. ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಇತ್ತು, ದೇಶ ಇತ್ತು, ಕಾಲ ಇತ್ತು, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಇದೆ, ಯಾವುದು ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರವಲ್ಲ. ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್, ಹಿ ಅಲೋನ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್.
ಓಕೆ ರೀ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಹರೇ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ.
ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ?
ಶೂರ್ ಶೂರ್ ಶೂರ್.
ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂತು. ಈ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮದೇವರಲ್ಲಿ, ಮೋಕ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮದೇವರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇಸ್ ಎನಿ ತಾರತಮ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದು ನಾವು ಬಟ್ ಆದರೆ ಒಂದು ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಬಂದು ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟ, ಅವನು ಆನಂದ ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. there is another Brahma is coming in the 100th cycle. So his full Ananda is enjoying only in the 100th cycle ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, that means there is still a gradation ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅದು how do we handle this?
No, that is not really, because infinity ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನೀವು, if you take infinity, still that infinite Ananda only. That means this one Brahmakalpa maybe look as a big item, but if you look at eternity or infinity, that is not really. So all of them have infinite joy. Maybe at different points of time bandru kudanu, they all have infinite amount duration, infinite time joy is there for all them. So infinity compare ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ this each Brahmakalpa, because that is inherent ಆಗಿ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಕಾಲ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಇದಷ್ಟೇ. ಅಂದರೆ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾಸ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೂ ಸಾಧನ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್. Definitely they have to be brought one after the other. So how they are brought one after the other is Paramatma decision. So he chooses them. But though, okay, one is already enjoying, other one is, but if you take this Brahma, when he goes to moksha, he is again having the joy for infinite amount of time.
ನೋಡಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸಾಧನೆ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದರ ಅಂತರ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕೀಪ್ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ದೋಷ, ವಾಟ್ ದೋಷ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಭ್ರಮ ಇವಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಭ್ರಮ ಬಿಡಿ, ಅನಂತ ಭ್ರಮ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಮ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಗೋ ಟು ದ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟ್ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿ ಸೇ if we put the ತಾರತಮ್ಯ, even if it is infinitesimally small ತಾರತಮ್ಯ among the brahmas, so So infinite is only infinite, that infinite, whatever that is no such thing. But so if you add up, so we are telling the Ananda is coming down because of the duration. No, definitely not. That's a dosha. And also for the sadhana you take, the sadhana is fixed, right? Everybody does 100 plus 100 or whatever it is. Before that, they don't even have anything. The linga deha and their swarupa, it is always detached. So this like, it is not really a sleep or anything. It's not. So everybody starts and does 200, 100 plus 100. That's all. Everybody is doing the same. And infinite. Ananda is infinite. So
no, the partiality, question of partiality will come only when they are doing sadhana for that much time, but different times they are getting. Suppose that means, like say 100 Brahmas back, he did 10,000 Brahmakalpa sadhana, and this Brahma did only 100. So if both of them getting same, then it will be a partiality. Everybody does only 200 Brahmakalpa sadhana, and everybody is getting moksha. So that way, there is no partiality at all.
No, I understand that. There's no partiality in terms of sadhana in the time period, because everybody, like what you said, 200 Brahmakalpas, they will be there and then they get moksha. But what you're saying is, you're taking the perpetual time, the which is a continuum. When you get into that perpetual train of that bliss, doesn't matter, because it's perpetuality. Again, health and you. Am I right?
yes.
When it comes to infinity, there is no difference because everything is infinity.
So, and your question is, the previous Brahma is really enjoying right now, but this poor Brahma, this present Brahma,
not like that.
Not in the
in
poor
that
thing, okay. Yeah, this present Brahma is in samsara, so he is 100, he is missing that 100 years of sukha abhirbhava or something like that.
So that is my thing. I'm wondering about this. The thing is that, I mean, my heart says that there is a, because why God took the first, there's no first, the 100 Brahmas before this into Srishti. We don't know that. It cannot be also random also, right?
No, it's not random. For us, it feels there's no, for Paramatma, no such thing as random. Everything he does with his Ichcha. So when we say random, that means it's dependent upon something else. No.
It is like a flower blooming. So can you say that yesterday's flower which bloomed is has a higher tartamya than the one that is blooming today? No, we don't say that. That kala, you take just the kala. That kala, they come in that kala, and their ananda is the same. So our thing is, though we talk about infinity, we still feel it is less. In that infinite thing, he is 100 kalpas less or something like 100, 100 Brahmaka, he is less. So he didn't get that. So
I think, Mami, I think I remember one discussion we had many years ago when we were doing Gita. There is a gradation in infinity also, in the number of jivas are infinite. And also, I think something related to that, infinity, I think we had a discussion about that. So still, I'm even though I'm saying that, I have this start, this I'm almost lingering in my mind that somehow this Brahma who came much before, his bliss has started. It's like going in this Indy car racing, where this first car who is ahead of other cars, even though they are all capable of going at that 200 miles per hour, this guy is by the very fact that he's ahead of other people, he continues to be much ahead of other people. Alva?
No, there the drawback is both having started. If you take the race, both start at the same time. So here it is not starting at the same time.
No, I understand that. No, I'm just saying, cut that portion. Don't say that they're starting. I mean, leaving at that portion of example, but that one guy is ahead, traveling at the same speed. Everybody is traveling at the same speed, but one guy is ahead of all those people because by the fact he started a little bit earlier.
See, for that we need a pramana. See, the pramana here is the rujus. The rujus all are same. Surupa, in their surupa, there is no vityasa in their jnana.
Yeah, that is fine. That is clear. Surupa is the same. But my point is, because of that time.
Surupa is the same means, I say, If you say Swarupa includes everything, the Ananda, everything is
That's the
included by
question.
Swarupa.
Swarupa is the same. So why they are having 100 years more amount of bliss?
But in infinity, it does not
And
even
that's what I
matter.
said. It's infinity, it gets submerged.
Some
The
infinity,
continuum,
once it
the
is
infinity is
there
always
is no
infinity.
more or less.
And their sadhana, before the sadhana, they start the sadhana, they are in a dormant state. So it doesn't affect them that way
Yes.
also. The dormancy before the sadhana, that means they are in dormant state. So it doesn't affect them at all.
So okay. So I mean, I'm taking another Laukika example to corroborate with yourself. One guy is having nice paisa. He started before me. I came later. I started enjoying this paisa. Both are having the same bliss. Doesn't matter when we started. We both are enjoying. We can something like that.
Something like that. But yeah, but in the infinite point of view, the infinity is same always.
Why we have to say there's uh, so many issues with the proposition that there is difference, because you say that infinite Brahma comes. So his Ananda he has not enjoyed or something. That means some dosha, there must be some reason we have to go. Why he is getting more, I mean, more means in the sense, in a relative sense, 100 years, 100 kalpa more than this. So if the Ananda is less, the Jnana also will be accordingly less only. So those jivas who will be getting this Jnana won't even be a full Jnana of Mukhya Prana. So we are reducing that Padavi itself.
No. That is. I'm not taking that out because that is the same thing. Only thing is the time when they entered. One guy entered ahead of me, but again the answer is the perpetual time. I mean, it all gets submerged in that, in the sense that it makes no difference.
In the continuum, the infinity is always the same infinity.
Kala Chakra, and we need Pramana for that.
Okay, but do we have a Pramana for this? That is that, it doesn't matter when
need a Pramana because they are same Kaksha, same Brahma. Brahmas, there is no difference that is there in that Kaksha.
So it means that the implicit Pramana here is once we go to moksha, that's it. You are not bound by time anymore. So that is why it does not matter.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hare Srinivasa.
Okay. Hare Nama. Namaskar.
Hare Srinivasa, namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.